Welcome to the video on Introduction to Multiple Choice Questions. By the end of this video, you will understand in detail the multiple choice question format and will be able to explain their special advantages. You will also be able to identify the different components of an MCQ and describe the different types of MCQs. An assessment item can be in as simple a format as asking for a yes or no answer, or as complex as requiring a performance as a response. The selection of a particular format of question for an item in a test depends on many factors such as the purpose of assessment, the skill you want to assess, and other considerations. This also depends on what type of item you want to use. There are two types of items: select type item, supply type item. Like for example, do you want the students to select an answer from a given set of options? Or like in this example, do you want students to supply the answer to the item? A select type item can come in different question formats: yes or no, true or false, match the following. Select item is also known by other names like objective item and forced choice item. Now, let us take a closer look at the widely used select type item, which is the multiple choice question, popularly known as MCQ. Multiple choice questions were first designed in the early 20th century by Benjamin Wood, an American educator. Interestingly, he even collaborated with IBM to develop an item scoring software. The MCQ format has become the most preferred format around the world, even in large-scale international assessments like PISA and TIMSS. And of course, there are good reasons for this. There are many advantages of using MCQs in assessments. Let's look at the advantages of MCQs one by one. The first advantage is that MCQs are objective in nature, in the sense that scoring does not need subjective decision-making from the scorer. This means MCQs make scoring more reliable and also faster. The third advantage is that well-written MCQs with good incorrect options can provide deep insights into students' understanding and misconceptions. Next, performance data obtained for an MCQ-based test can be analyzed for various purposes. Now let us look at the various components of an MCQ. A well-written MCQ has the following components: the prompt or the STEM, stimulus, options with correct answer and distractors, and their explanation and rationales. First, let's look at the STEM component. This can be a direct question with no preceding material to read or analyze. The next component is stimulus. It sets a context for the question. Most of the higher-order thinking questions are accompanied by a stimulus that student needs to engage with in order to answer. In this question, the shape is the stimulus. A stimulus can be a piece of text, table, graph, picture, information, screenshot, video, or simulation. It can also be a combination of two or more of these. A stimulus allows students to apply their knowledge to novel real-world contexts. The next component we have is the options or alternatives. These are the options or alternatives from which an examinee chooses one as their correct response. Among the options, there is one indisputable correct answer and wrong options called the distractors. Distractors are known by other names too, like incorrect answers, inferior options, inferior alternatives, false, etc. The last component of a multiple choice question is a correct answer explanation and distractor rationales. The explanation for the correct answer is helpful for students to know why the correct answer is correct, and the distractor rationales for the wrong answers tell the teacher the student's reasoning behind choosing a wrong answer. Now let us get to know the different types of MCQs. MCQs can be single select or multiple select. Single select means that an examinee needs to select only option from the given options. Multiple select means that there are multiple correct options and the examinee is required to select all of them. Single select MCQs can be set up as a simple or a complex MCQ. The simple format is known as the A format MCQ. whereas the complex MCQ is known as the K-format MCQ. The simple format of MCQ requires students to select any one from a set of options like in the question shown here. A question that might be raised here is how many options are best to have? Though there is no consensus to this answer, the conventional practice is to have 4 options. The complex format also requires students to select one from a given set of options. But some or all of the options can be combinations of ideas, numbers, phrases, etc. We hope you have now got a basic idea about multiple choice questions. In this video we learned about the multiple choice question format for an assessment item. Advantages of using multiple choice question format in an assessment. The different components in a multiple choice question. The different types of multiple choice question formats. Thank you for watching this video on Introduction to Multiple Choice Questions.